stop ridiculousness. Toxic Harry has fingers in the till, keeps talking nonsense on disinformation. Prince Harry, who has previously criticized the media's coverage of him and his wife Meghan Markle, contributed to a report by a US think tank into disinformation. The report made 15 recommendations after a 6-month study. Harry described online misinformation as a global humanitarian issue that needs to be tackled by policies including investment in local journalism and cracking down on superspreaders of fake news. Prince Harry has described online misinformation as a global humanitarian issue that needs to be tackled by policies including investment in local journalism and cracking down on superspreaders of false content. The Duke of Sussex contributed to a report by a US think tank into disinformation, which made 15 recommendations after a 6-month study. Publicizing the report on the website for RIDICULE, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's charitable foundation, Harry described the mis- and disinformation crisis as a global humanitarian issue. Harry was a member of the Commission on Information Disorder at the Aspen Institute, a US think tank. He added, "I hope to see the substantive and practical recommendations of our commission taken up by the tech industry, the media industry, by policymakers and leaders. This affects not some of us, but all of us." The 15 recommendations from the report, which was written by 3 co-chairs on the commission including the TV journalist Katie Couric, focus on the US and include substantial investment in local journalism, more diverse workforces at social media companies, holding misinformation superspreaders to account, and creating a US government national response strategy for tackling misinformation. Harry was one of 15 commissioners on the report who contributed via research and working groups. Other commissioners included Catherine Murdoch, co-founder of the Quadrivium Foundation, along with her husband, James Murdoch, the youngest son of media tycoon Rupert. Information disorder makes any health crisis more deadly. It slows down our response time on climate change, the report said. It undermines democracy. It creates a culture in which racist, ethnic, and gender attacks are seen as solutions, not problems. Today, mis- and disinformation have become a force multiplier for exacerbating our worst problems as a society. Hundreds of millions of people pay the price, every single day, for a world disordered by lies. Speaking at a conference in the US last week, Harry accused British journalists of amplifying the hate and the lies spread by some social media accounts. Last week the Duchess of Sussex apologised to the Court of Appeal, saying that she had not intended or wished to mislead the court but had forgot she had authorised a senior aide to brief the authors of her and Harry's unofficial biography. Associated Newspapers is appealing against the Duchess's victory in a High Court privacy case against the Mail on Sunday. Author and BBC presenter Dr. Tessa Dunlop spoke with Richard Eden about The Crown on Palace Confidential. Dr. Dunlop said, "You don't have to be a historian to know that a lot of the misinformation in The Crown is actually part of the entertainment. I think there is an issue for Harry because huge numbers of those who enjoy and watch The Crown seem to take it as the truth. That's where he falls over. That's why he's got, I think, stop talking about misinformation because he would appear to have got his fingers in the till." Mr. Eden added, "You know, it's become more and more raw as the series has got closer to the present day. So the series that they are filming, they will lead up to Diana's death. They will be about the Sun's reaction." The host asked, "Are they also touching on the sensitive subject of Martin Bashir?" Mr. Eden said, "Yes. Prince William has been very strong and Harry, in terms of Martin Bashir and the what went on to try and get this interview, and now this is going to be served up as entertainment. The Crown has previously been criticized for blurring fact and fiction, and some have even called for the program to broadcast a disclaimer at the start to highlight it is a fictional drama." Prince Harry said about the show, "It's fictional, but it's loosely based on the truth. Of course it's not strictly accurate, but it gave a rough idea of the pressures of putting duty and service above family and everything else.